I feel like this year's class, they are sassy. They are some deep, like, I fit right in with it, so I can say it. Like, I have no problem with that. But I really think you're going to see.
WNBA fans demands Indiana Fever drops Sophie Coniegham for the 2025 season. Subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss out on any information. The Indiana Fever, a team with a long and storied history in the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, has experienced numerous highs and lows throughout its existence. As the league continues to evolve, with rising competition and growing viewership, the pressure on teams to perform at their best has intensified. As the Fever fans look forward to the 2025 season, one of the most controversial topics has become the future of Sophie Coniegham. A growing discontent within the fanbase has led many to call for the team to move on from the young forward. In this article, we will explore the reasons behind this fan demand, its impact on the franchise, and how it fits into the wider picture of WNBA player performance and fan expectations. Sophie Coniegham, an up-and-coming talent from a well-regarded college program, was selected by the Indiana Fever during the 2023 WNBA draft. Expectations were high as many saw her as a key piece in the team's rebuilding process. Early in her career, Coniegham displayed promising skills, impressing with her scoring ability, athleticism, and adaptability on the court. However, as the seasons progressed, her performance began to show signs of inconsistency, leading fans to question whether she could fulfill her potential. When Coniegham first joined the Fever, there was widespread excitement about her potential to bring a new level of energy and drive to the team. Having earned numerous accolades during her college years, expectations for her transition into the professional league were sky-high. The team and fans were eager to see how she would adjust to the faster pace and greater competition of the WNBA. Early performances suggested she could indeed become a cornerstone player for the Fever, and fans hoped that she would quickly develop into one of the team's stars. However, as the 2024 season unfolded, Coниegham's performances began to fall short of expectations. While she showed occasional flashes of brilliance, her overall consistency became a major issue. Her shooting accuracy declined, and her defensive efforts appeared lackluster. Most troubling was her inability to contribute during critical moments of games, something that was especially concerning for a team already struggling to find success in a highly competitive league. The Fever, once hopeful about her potential, found themselves increasingly relying on other players to step up in her absence. Looking at Coниegham's statistical performance paints a stark picture of her struggles. In her first year as a rookie, she averaged a respectable 12 points per game. However, by the end of the 2024 season, that number had fallen to just 8 points per game. Her shooting percentage, which started at 42%, dropped to a disappointing 32%, and her three-point shooting, once seen as a strength, fell to under 25%. These numbers not only highlight her personal decline, but also reflect the broader challenges the Fever faced in achieving team success. As the Fever's struggles continued, fan frustration grew louder, particularly on social media. Coniegham quickly became a target of criticism, with disgruntled fans calling for the team to part ways with her. Hashtags such as #DropConiegham gained traction online, and many fans voiced their dissatisfaction with her performance, urging the franchise to make a change. For these supporters, Coниegham's shortcomings were symbolic of a wider problem with the team's direction. For the Fever's loyal fans, basketball represents more than just a sport. It's a key part of their identity and community. These fans have devoted significant time, energy, and resources to supporting the team, and when a player does not meet the high expectations, it feels like a personal disappointment. Conieghham's struggles were viewed not only as a failure on the court, but as a betrayal of the hope that fans had placed in her as part of the Fever's future. Her decline, therefore, became more than just a statistics issue. It was a reflection of the broader frustration felt by fans who were desperate for a competitive and successful team. The WNBA has undergone significant changes in recent years, with the level of talent in the league increasing rapidly. The pressure on teams to build competitive rosters has never been greater. The Fever, currently in the midst of a rebuilding phase, are keen to move forward and return to their former prominence. The push for Coниegham's release reflects not only dissatisfaction with her individual performance, but also the desire for the franchise to take decisive steps toward improvement. Fans expect the team to make moves that will immediately elevate their chances of success, and they see releasing Coniegham as a potential first step. In professional sports, accountability is paramount. Fans expect high levels of performance from their players, and when these expectations are not met, questions arise regarding the team's management and decision-making processes. The Fever's front office is now faced with a tough decision. Should they continue to support Coniegham, hoping she can rebound in the coming seasons, or should they heed the growing fan demand for change? The outcome of this decision will undoubtedly affect the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. As the Fever prepare for the 2025 season, the question of whether to retain or release Coniegham remains one of the most pressing issues for the team. The franchise must balance her potential for future development with the urgent need for improvement. If the Fever decide to move on from Coniegham, they will need to identify a suitable replacement who can contribute more effectively to the team's goals. The WNBA is home to a wealth of talented players who could potentially take Coniegham's place if the Fever decide to part ways with her. The team might consider exploring trade opportunities, free agent signings, or even turning to their own draft picks to find a player who better fits their needs. The challenge will be finding someone who not only possesses the necessary skill set, but also aligns with the Fever's vision for the future, helping them move closer to contention. The growing demand for the Indiana Fever to release Sophie Coniegham ahead of the 2025 season highlights the complex relationship between players, teams, and fans in professional sports. As the Fever navigate this crucial moment, they must consider the concerns and desires of their fan base, while also making strategic decisions that will shape the future of the franchise. Whether Coniegham remains with the Fever or is moved elsewhere, one thing is clear: the franchise is at a crossroads. The choices they make in the coming months will have long-term consequences, not only for Coniegham's career, but also for the future success of the Fever. As the 2025 season approaches, all eyes will be on the Indiana Fever's front office to see how they respond to the growing fan demands. Their decision will be a defining moment for both the future of Sophie Coniegham and the long-term direction of the franchise, which has been a key pillar of women's basketball in Indiana for many years.